Hey everyone, welcome back to Catholic Pipes. My name is Kadesh, and today we have a special holiday episode for you guys. Yes, I know that it's a little bit early, considering that, well, Thanksgiving's right around the corner and then Christmas is still about a month away. But because of what I'm about to share with you in this video, you'll understand why I'm sharing it with you now instead of in December. But first, let's get to this video. What do these two iconic Christmas figures have in common with each other? The American swooner, whose voice and music has graced every single Christmas playlist there is, Bing Crosby, and of course, jolly old St. Nicholas, but as us Catholics know him, St. Nicholas of Myra. So let's get into this. And let's start with jolly old St. Nicholas, since we all know him so well. So not much is really known about St. Nicholas. A lot of the stuff that we have comes from legends. There's not much writing, so we don't have a lot of background story on him, but what we do have is this. St. Nicholas was born around 270 AD, right? The coastal city of Patara in Lycia, part of modern-day Turkey. He came from a devout Christian family and was their only child. His parents, wealthy but deeply pious, instilled a strong sense of faith and charity within young St. Nicholas. And then tragedy struck. When Nicholas was still a young boy, both of his parents succumbed to a plague. Orphaned but left with a substantial inheritance, Nicholas decided that it was best to follow Christ's teachings and devote his life and fortune to helping those in need. Even as a young man, Nicholas was known for his extraordinary acts of kindness. One of the most famous stories that shaped the folklore of our present-day Santa Claus involves St. Nicholas's secret generosity. In his town, a once wealthy man had fallen on hard times and could not afford dowries for his 3 daughters. Without dowries, the girls faced a grim prospect of being sold into servitude. Hearing of their plight, St. Nicholas secretly dropped bags of gold through the family's window. Some versions will even go as far as saying it was a chimney. On 3 separate nights, St. Nicholas came and brought gold, one for each of the daughters, saving them a life of despair. The act of anonymous giving is one of the earliest connections that we have between St. Nicholas and the modern image of Santa Claus, who delivers gifts in secret. Now, so that's how we have some connection to St. Nicholas and the modern-day Santa Claus, but nonetheless, the modern-day Santa Claus that we have is completely influenced by the legends of St. Nicholas. But let's talk about his faith life. Nicholas's faith and compassion earned him widespread admiration. While still a young man, he was chosen to become the Bishop of Myra, a city in Lycia. Despite his youth, he proved to be a wise and courageous leader. As bishop, Nicholas faced the persecution of Christians under Emperor Diocletian. He was imprisoned for his faith, but remained steadfast, becoming a symbol of resilience and hope for his congregation. Now, a lot of us are going to be familiar with this one, the Council of Nicaea. And this is where one of the most famous legends of St. Nicholas comes from. The council was called to address the Arian controversy, and this council St. Nicholas was a part of. The controversy was brought forth by Arius, which questioned the divinity of Christ. Nicholas, known for his unwavering faith, was a staunch opponent of Arius, the theologian who denied Christ's divinity. It was the early church's most intense theological questions. Arius from Egypt was teaching that Jesus the Son was not equal to God the Father. Arius forcefully argued his position at length, and the bishops listened respectfully. However, as Arius vigorously continued, Nicholas became more and more agitated. That's right, it was really getting to him. And finally, he could no longer bear what he believed was essential to the faith being attacked. The outraged Nicholas got up, stormed across the room, and slapped Arius across the face. Some say it was a close fist, but either way, Arius got a knuckle sandwich. The bishops were shocked, rightly so. It was unbelievable that a bishop would lose control and be so hot-headed in such a solemn assembly. They brought Nicholas to Constantine, and Constantine said, even though it is illegal for anyone to strike another person in his presence, in this case, it will be the bishops who are going to decide the punishment. The bishops indeed punished St. Nicholas for his behavior. They stripped him of his bishop's garments and imprisoned him for the duration of the council. And they were going to keep him there until they could come to a decision as to what his final punishment should be. Nicholas was ashamed, a man of great humility, and he prayed for forgiveness, though he did not at all waver in his belief. During the night, Jesus and Mary appeared asking, "Why are you in jail?" His reply was, "Because of my love for you." Jesus then gave the book of the gospel to Nicholas, and Mary gave him his bishop's garments back, so Nicholas would again be dressed as a bishop. Now at peace, Nicholas studied the scriptures for the rest of the night. In the morning, when the jailer came, he found the chains that had once bound St. Nicholas were now loose and scattered amongst the floor. And he was now dressed in bishop's robes, quietly reading the scriptures. When Constantine was told of this, the emperor asked that Nicholas be freed. Nicholas was then fully reinstated as Bishop of Myra. That's quite impressive, if I do say so myself. It's kind of like God, Jesus coming to Nicholas in there and just being like, you shouldn't have really done that. You shouldn't have punched him in the face, but I get it. The Council of Nicaea eventually agreed with Nicholas's view, deciding to question against Arius. The work of the council produced the Nicene Creed, which is something that us Christians and Catholics say to this day and repeat weekly as we profess what it is that we believe. All right, now let's move on over to Bing Crosby. Now, who is Bing Crosby? Well, let's take a look here. As I had mentioned before, Bing Crosby is iconic for several reasons, and the most prominent one that a lot of us know him through, and maybe we didn't even know that it was him, but it's through his music and especially through his Christmas songs. Such a gorgeous and soothing voice. As I've said before, maybe you knew him by name or not, but you have definitely had his music come across your playlist at some point during the holiday season. Bing Crosby was born Harry Lilly Crosby Jr. on May 3rd, 1903. Young age, the Crosby family moved to Spokane, where Bing's musical journey began. He earned the nickname Bing from a comic strip called The Bingville Bugle that he loved as a child. Bing attended Gonzaga University, where he initially studied law, but his heart was always drawn to music. He joined a local band called Musical Ladders as a drummer and singer. This was the first step on his path to becoming a household name. By the late 1920s, Bing teamed up with Al Rinker and later with Paul Whiteman's orchestra, which was considered the king of jazz. His smooth baritone voice stood out, and soon he became a solo sensation. But it wasn't just Bing's voice that captivated audiences. It was his ability to connect emotionally through the song. The gift was showcased in 1942 when he recorded White for the movie Holiday Inn. My apologies. The single became the best-selling record of all time with over 50 million copies sold. It wasn't just a song. It was a cultural touchstone, providing comfort to soldiers during World War II and remaining a staple of the holiday season. Beyond White Christmas, Bing recorded several other holiday classics, solidifying his place as the king of Christmas music. His annual Christmas radio specials and TV appearances became the beloved tradition for families all across America. Now, what's really interesting is how Bing actually coincides and crosses over into the pipe world. No image of Bing is complete without his iconic pipe. It became more than just a personal accessory. It was a symbol of his relaxed, approachable persona. But Bing's love for pipes went deeper than aesthetics. He was a genuine pipe enthusiast and collector. Among his prized possessions were several pipes crafted by none other than the legendary Sixten Iverson. Remember, guys, I've told you about Sixten before. He is essentially the pioneer of modern-day pipe making. Sixten, widely regarded as the father of modern-day artisanal pipe design, was known for creating beautiful, functional works of art. Bing admired Sixten's craftsmanship and even personally corresponded with him to acquire custom-made pipes. For Bing, smoking a pipe wasn't just a pastime. It was a ritual. Much like the way incense enhances the sacred atmosphere of a church, Bing's pipe smoking was a moment of reflection and comfort, grounding him amidst his busy life. Bing Crosby's legacy is undeniable. He wasn't just a singer. He was an innovator in the entertainment industry and a cultural icon and a man who brought joy to millions. His voice became the soundtrack for the 20th century, and his contributions to music and film paved the way for future generations and performers. So next time you hear White Christmas or see a vintage photo of Bing with his pipe, take a moment to appreciate the man behind the music, a man who brought light, warmth, and a touch of tradition to the world. Sorry about the switch, but I decided it's a little bit more comfortable in my usual spot. Plus, I think the blue lights and everything was starting to annoy me. Anyway, I'm going to pick up right where I left off, which was, so the big question is, what do Bing Crosby, Christmas icon legend, and St. Nicholas, an even greater Christmas icon legend, what do they have in common, particularly with the Catholic pipe? Well, they're the inspiration behind it. Let me show you. I present to you the Bing. This is modeled after Bing Crosby's pipe. And as I said before, it was so iconic that it actually became a quasi-classic shape. The billiard bowl with the long stem. Take a look at this. Now tell me that does not look cool. So yes, here we have it. A nice Bing pipe for y'all. I enjoyed making these guys, or at least this prototype. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. So if you guys have any Christmas shopping left to do, that's why I'm putting this video out as early as I did, because there's going to be a very quick turnaround time to make sure they're done in time for Christmas. And that's the shipping guarantee for these guys. I have like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe of ordering, and then they're getting shipped out immediately to make sure they're ready to be under the Christmas tree for your loved ones. But I almost forgot. We've got Bing here, but where's St. Nicholas? Well, if you've been keeping up with the community page, you'll see I dropped little hints. Just like the Father Emile pipe, we have a nice little prayer card that's going to go along with it that's custom made for this pipe, thanks to Aaron. And I'll put a link to his email and his social media in the description because he does all sorts of laser engraving and custom work that is centered around, well, he can do anything, but a lot of the stuff he puts out is centered around the Catholic faith. So you should definitely give him check him out, give him a look. So here's what we came up with. Here is the St. Nicholas prayer card. You don't mess with Santa Claus when it comes to the divinity of Christ. Oh, and then I'll read a little prayer on the back to you because I think it's really, really awesome. It says, oh, first, sorry, can't forget. O good St. Nicholas, you who are the joy of the children, put in my heart the spirit of childhood, of which the gospel speaks, and teach me to seed happiness around me. You whose feast prepares us for Christmas, open my faith to the mystery of God made man. You, good bishop and shepherd, help me to find my place in the church and inspire the church to be faithful to the gospel. O good St. Nicholas, patron of children, sailors, and the helpless, watch over those who pray to Jesus, your Lord and theirs, as well as over those who humble themselves before you. Bring us all in reverence of the Holy Child of Bethlehem, where true joy and peace are found. Amen. So you get the Bing pipe, the Catholic Pipes burlap pouch, and then you get an awesome St. Nicholas of Myra commemorative prayer card. All right, I'm going to have all the ordering directions in the description. As per usual, it's you email me with the subject line purchase, and then I will get your shipping address from you and a method to complete payment, and then we are off to the races. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You learned a little bit about St. Nicholas and Bing Crosby. I hope that you guys enjoy this new release of the pipe. And I want to say thank you to everyone who ordered a Father Emil pipe. I am getting those shipped out this coming week. There's a little issue with the bamboo. I had to go through and reinforce all 30 pipes because there was a structural issue that I did not anticipate. But I want to make sure you guys have a quality product, even if that means having to add more work to an already finished product. I want to make sure that you guys get the best that I can produce and that I take care of all those little details so you don't have to worry about those on your end. The same thing's going to go for this Bing. I am always on the lookout for every minute detail to make sure it lasts a long time. All right, guys, enjoy. Your Advent season is coming up. Get ready to prepare your hearts and open it up to Christ our King as he comes down from his heavenly throne to become incarnate to dwell among us and redeem us. So prepare your hearts as it's coming up. Wish you guys a very happy holidays, and you guys are in my prayers. So God bless and glory to Jesus Christ. See ya.